now, and all of the planning would be underway.
Theatres in England will be able to open again from Saturday. However, there are fears that new restrictions will mean many productions won't be able to go ahead. Our entertainment correspondent Colin Patterson has been taking a look.
All around the UK, pantomimes are on pause and time is running out.
We do a show and it's a quiet audience. We hate it, don't we?
Yeah.
So imagine how weird it would be if you were performing to sparsely spaced out.
Rita Simons was Roxy Mitchell in EastEnders. She should be taking part in her 6th panto and loves playing baddies. However, she believes the only booing this time will be when it's cancelled.
Panto can often be the thing that, not just for theatres, but for actors, for crew, for everyone, that builds up the little nest egg for the year, and then they can go on and do the other gigs or auditions or whatever. Panto is, for many, many actors, it's your bread and butter. It's certainly my bread and butter.
Bob Golding has been a stalwart of panto in St Albans for a decade, but says planning for this year's Mother Goose has been impossible due to confusion over what restrictions might be enforced.
There's talk of possibly a gauze being flown in, a gauze meaning a see-through piece of scenery in front of the actors between as a barrier. The other things are, I've seen some stuff written down about nobody allowed to shout to say, no, sorry, you can't do that. It's taking away a massive chunk of the genre.
And many theatres that usually hold pantos are still shut, including the Radlett Centre in Hertfordshire. It's where the very man they are waiting to hear directives from, the Secretary of State for the DCMS, Oliver Dowden, also holds his constituency surgeries. Tomorrow night, there was supposed to be a Little Mix tribute act, but there's no date for when it reopens.
Let me make it clear, our position at the moment is we don't know if we're going ahead or not. Last year we had our best-selling pantomime ever. We played to about 97% capacity. And some local schools have been coming here for 20 years. And this is the first year that they can't come.
We're in our warehouse. This is the brains of the operation. Normally there'd be 18 people in here working, pulling scenery, costumes, props together. We've got 30 productions in storage in here, and this year they would, be getting ready to go out on the road.
Steve Bowden's company produces 15 pantomimes a year and provides the costumes for dozens more.
Literally, you're witnessing a building that was abandoned in March when we went into lockdown and all of our staff were furloughed.
These props should be sprinkling fairy dust. Instead, they're gathering dust in this warehouse in Coventry.
As an industry, collectively realised that the start of August takes us to our absolute limit where we could possibly react. Beyond that, pantomimes as we know it cannot happen this year. We're then looking at what our alternatives are.
Cinderella knew all about the dangers of the clock striking 12. For Britain's 2020 pantomime season, that deadline is about to be reached. Colin Patterson, BBC News, Coventry.
Really difficult time for those people.
Very. We'll see how it works out. It is 3 minutes to 7. It's time to talk to Matt, who's enjoying a lovely bit of sunshine up on the roof at New Broadcasting House in London. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Naga. Good morning, all. I'm sure some of you are probably cursing me at the moment because the northern half of the country, it is raining quite heavily, particularly northern England, southern Scotland and Northern Ireland.